Yo, it's your boy LOUDMAS from the motherfucking building. Today is Saturday, and today I got us a mukbang. Well, a short little mukbang. I mean, it ain't a lot of food. It's just a little something for breakfast. But today I got me some Starbucks, a lemon love cake, my favorite, and a strawberry frappuccino like blend or something. Like, ooh, look at all that strawberry. Look at all that shit. Try it for the first time to see what it is, because I don't usually get drinks at Starbucks like that. So it's like, I don't know. I ain't never drink coffee like that either. So I might try coffee another day or so. But yeah, let's just dive right into it. Oh, look at that. They switched up now. I haven't had a lemon pound cake in a minute. They call it lemon low cake, but I call it lemon pound cake, because that's literally what it is, a lemon pound cake. I'm outside, by the way, y'all. I couldn't find no inside like seats because motherfuckers would have been there and shit. So I'm out here in front of firehouse and shit. Hopefully they don't. Oh, they're open. Okay, they ain't tripping. They ain't tripping. Damn, they opened earlier, I guess. It's only 10 something, so I mean, it is what it is. Today, we are going to be talking about my experience so far working with Amazon. Never thought I was going to work at Amazon. Never thought I was going to be in a position to work at Amazon, but I did, because I was, for the past like year of 2024, I've been looking for me a job. Amazon was the last place I was looking at, honestly. I was looking at all types of other jobs, but they weren't taking me, not because of qualifications. Honestly, it was mainly because of my resume. I had to update my resume and shit, so that's why I kept dodging a nigga and shit like that. I was looking for a job. Finally, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me try Amazon. I was able to find, I would say, solid schedule. I work 4 days a week, Sunday through Wednesday. Can't complain too much. Well, wait. Yeah, Sunday through Wednesday. Hate that I lose my Sunday, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, who really does shit on Sunday other than go to church and shit like that? I need to go to church, honestly. I need to start going back to church. I'll work on that one day. I'll work on it. God knows my heart. I work Sunday through Wednesday. I get paid $18 an hour, which is higher. Well, a little higher. I ain't gonna say high, but a little bit higher than my previous job. I started at 14 at my previous job at Samar. So making 18 is like, hey, let's go. And full time, 4 days a week, 10 hours, because I work from 7 to 5:30 all those 4 days. So it's like, but yeah. Hold on, let me get a little bite of this, y'all. Yep. Hits every time. It hits every time. Yep.
A few moments later.
I started around October, the end of October, I believe 27, 28 something. Goddamn, I forgot. Somewhere around that time I started off. Right at the end of October, going into November. By the first day, orientation was long as heck. It was longer than my last job, because at least my last job, you had a little sit down for a little bit, but for the most part, you was like going to see shit. Nah, we was sitting in the break room doing orientation, watching videos all fucking day. All day, 10 hours, bro. Literally 10 hours. Yeah, we got the breaks, but it's like, it didn't help because we were still sitting there for 10 hours, bro. But, and it was just like watching just, you know, little shit like safety, this, that, the third. So we didn't get on the floor and start like somewhat training and, start training and shit like that until the next day, the second day. We got on the floor a little bit on the first day, but that was like a tour. As far as like training, we didn't get into that until the second day, and we didn't do that shit until like, we didn't start actually training until like 2 something. Like, bro, what? Come to find out, I'm working at Inbound. I'm not working in outbound. That was the question because I kept hearing inbound, outbound a lot, but I didn't know which area I was gonna be in and what did it mean if you was in this area. I didn't know. I'm telling you, I have zero knowledge of working at Amazon because I've never worked at Amazon. My brother's worked at Amazon, his grandmother's worked at Amazon, but I've never worked at Amazon. So this shit was like, when I tell you I'm a new Amazonian, as they may say. I'm new. I was new. Like, I didn't know shit. We training and shit like that. They paired me with a learning ambassador. It was like 4 or 5 of us in a group. They paired me with a learning ambassador who was she was a bitch. I ain't gonna lie, she was a bitch. I feel like her, training methods and explaining shit was just shitty. I feel like the way, she just talk. It's like, show me. I'm a visual learner. Like, don't sit and just have me watch a video or have me just do, or just talk and then, oh, I'm supposed to do it. Show me. Like, that's how I learn. It's like, I don't like that. And then it's like, if you ask a question that you're supposed to ask, because they're big on you asking questions when learning and training and all that, they're big on you asking questions, as they say. But then it's like, when I ask a question, even if you told me that 5 minutes ago, maybe I didn't understand the shit. So, because I didn't understand it, you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Like, we call her crazy eyes because she be doing all this. Or all that shit. It's like, what the fuck? You here to train, bitch, train. If you don't want to be a learning ambassador, you don't want to train motherfuckers, or you ain't got the patience, don't fucking be a learning ambassador. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But yeah, I was just like, she was a bitch. I didn't really fuck with her like that. And I was just like, when is this training even over? So I can actually start. Or can y'all switch me to somebody else? I don't like her. She fucking rude. Fucking rude. One thing I can't do is trainers that are rude and impatient and all that. I can't do that shit. If you don't like your job, don't fucking work. Be poor. I don't give a fuck. Damn! Sorry to say it like that, y'all, but I can't do I can't do that shit. Not everybody. Some she may not have had an issue with because maybe they was right there with her, but not everybody learns that way. Not everybody's a quick learner. For me, it depends on what you're teaching me. Sometimes I'm a quick learner, sometimes I'm not. It just depends. But you can't fault me or look at me sideways because I'm not understanding right away. You can't do that shit, bro. Why you gonna give us little iPads and stuff rating how our ambassadors did? I was honest like a motherfucker. I said could have did better. Could have did better with communicating and all that shit. I didn't fucking lie. Some people be lying. It's like, I ain't gonna fucking lie. You were a shitty ass ambassador, learning ambassador. You were shitty as fuck. I didn't like her so much, I didn't even remember bitch name. I don't even know her fucking name. That's how much she was so shitty. I didn't even remember her name. So it's like, even if I wanted to name drop, I don't know her name. I just know her as crazy eyes. That's it. Ooh, this part's good, y'all. I remember her fucking name, so it's like, it is what it is. I saw her since. It has been a month since I've been working at Amazon, and I will say my experience, or is it experience, or I'll just go with experience. No, I feel like there's a different word that I'm trying to say. My thoughts so far, I'm gonna go with that. My thoughts so far about working with Amazon is, or this particular Amazon, I should say, GEU2. My thought on it so far is I like it. I feel like the job is easy. It's not as hard, especially inbound. I can't speak too much on outbound because I have not worked in outbound. The closest I worked in outbound was when they needed my help one day with water spidering. Now, water spidering is basically you're moving pallets with boxes or totes in certain areas. Like you might for boxes, we move them over there to PMT. most likely they're going to be moved to PMTs like pit 1, pit 2, pit 3, pit 4, pit 5, or pit 6, pit 7, pit 8 PMT areas. But the main ones like pit 4 and pit 5, that has its own like separate little area. It's still PMT, but yeah, that's pretty much how it is. If you work at Amazon, you kind of know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's basically just you're basically just wrapping up a pallet full of boxes and moving them to where they need to be. That's literally the best way I can explain it. And then like they call them all water spiders, but the main water spiders that the reason why they call it water spiders is because of the toes, where there's a bottom that's not really a like it's a pallet, but it's not a pallet. It's kind of like somewhat plastic like in a way, but it's blue and it's shaped almost like a block spider, and it's blue, so they call it water spider. Why they call it that, I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing at every Amazon, but at mine that's how it is. I don't know why, but yeah, I was over there helping with the toad water spiders one day over there in Outbound, and that was basically just moving them. If one says GYR3, then you're gonna move them to the area where all the GYR3s are. If you got one that says TEB 9, you're gonna move them over there to where TEB 9 is. If you got one that's IND9, you're gonna move it over to the IND9 area. That is what I did that day for Outbound, and that was just a one-day thing. I haven't been over there ever since. So as far as like everything else over there in Outbound, I have no idea what all entails at Outbound. I hear it's like sorting and shit like that, but I don't know unless I'm over there. I'm over there in Inbound. Inbound, all we do is our job is to get the shit over to Outbound so they can get the shit out. Our shit's coming in, their shit's coming out. That is the best way to explain Inbound and Outbound. And from what I'm hearing, Inbound is way better and easier. And it is. I mean, from what I've done, I mainly do Averying, which is scanning, diverting, which is like diverting the boxes from the front or the back, depending on which one is which. Like if you get an IND9 that needs to be pushed, you're gonna push that to the back part of the conveyor. If you got one that's saying like sort or like regular or something like that doesn't need to be pushed, they're gonna stay on the main line. That's all I'm doing for diverting. And then line straightening is when you're basically standing there making sure the boxes are straight and not falling off over there by the truck where you're unloading and shit. And then I also do, like I said, water spidering. I do PMT sometimes where I'm putting the boxes on the conveyor. I also, is there something else? Nope, that's pretty much it. You know, those are the things I usually do. And they will have us like, for the first period, like when you get there at 7, you go to the startup, and you flip your badge on the area that you need to be in, and that's where you're going to be until 10:15. 10:15 is my break, so go to break, and when I get back from break, go to the startup again, flip your badge, and they're supposed to have you somewhere else within that area, and that's what you will be until the 2 o'clock break. After the 2 o'clock break, then you will be moved to a different area, and that's where you'll be until 5:30 when you clock out and go home. So you're supposed to be doing 3 different activities within that day. I love that. It's not the same shit all day. Sometimes it does be that way because of our fucking like stupid ass PA who is responsible for placing people in the areas that they need to be. They'll sometimes place you in the same area for like half a day or sometimes even all day. It's up to us to like say, hey, we've already been there, can we switch? Sometimes they'll switch you, sometimes they won't, because previous motherfuckers will try to lie and be like, oh, no. And it's like, well, or there may not be a lot of people that come in that day, so it's like they're short staffed, so they need you to be at that area all day. It's fucking stupid. I hate it. Like for instance, Wednesday, I was doing EMTs for Pit 5, just literally picking up the boxes and putting them on the conveyor. Like most of the day. That shit was rough as fuck. It was heavy as hell. I almost took my fucking back out. I was about to clock out earlier, but I didn't have enough PTO to do that shit. Oh, and when you're in these areas, you're not in these areas alone. You're usually with it's usually a 4 group, 3 group, 2 group type of situation. So you're never going to be alone in these areas. The only area that you'll probably be by yourself is line straightening for the conveyor where all the boxes are coming from out of the truck. That's pretty much it. That's the closest you'll be by yourself. But for the most part, in inbound, you're usually with groups, and I love it because I get to talk to people, and I'm not just sitting there and oh yeah. Sometimes, well, it depends on which group you're paired with. Some motherfuckers talk, some motherfuckers don't. So it's like, let me try this real quick, y'all. It's not bad. It's good. You see, I was drinking on it for a minute. It's actually not that bad, y'all. I recommend y'all try this shit. It's actually not bad. But yeah. So all together, like I said, it's pretty cool. It's pretty chill. Chill job. The only thing is, it's our PAs and leads. You know, I feel like the communication would be better. I feel like one thing about PAs is you get a set of per shift. So like we're like the first half. They call it the first half, and then Wednesday to Saturday shift is like the back half. From what I've gathered, we're the ones that actually be doing the shit, and the back half are kind of a little like chill, but too fucking chill. And it shows when on Wednesday when you got like two shifts together, like you know who's running shit and who's not running shit the right way, because you can tell off of, you know, if it's crazy, like, oh, everybody don't know where they are and all that. That's why I say you kind of know when shit, who's running shit, who's not. And because they are lazy sometimes, we get bombarded with a little bit more work than usual. Like I remember, I believe last month of November, we had 2 mandatories, METs, they call it. If y'all don't know what mandatory is basically where you have to required to come in a certain day because of, you know, overtime or something like that. And if you don't, then or you can't, you have to put in for PTO. PTO is basically paid time off. VTO is voluntary time off. You can leave and all that, but you wouldn't get paid that half of the day, or you wouldn't get paid that day or something. And then UBT is basically unpaid time off. Kind of the same thing as VTO, I guess. But yeah. So we had 2 mandatories because we were behind than usual. So they needed all of us to come in and work that day with them. And we got that shit done. Like I remember, like I believe like a week or so ago, we hit a higher score than usual. And it's like when we said that, when we were talking about it with like the back half group and stuff, they was like, oh yeah, we did that shit, we did that shit. Y'all motherfuckers didn't do shit. We the ones that put the work in. Like, how y'all gonna sit up here and be like, oh yeah, bro, y'all don't do shit. We the ones that get the shit done. If it wasn't for us, shit wouldn't get done. Probably with my PLEs that I have is that they're a little bit too forceful on some shit, and they like get too strict over shit. Like, okay, yeah, make sure everybody's doing their job, but don't be overly strict about the shit. Don't sit up here and be like, oh, certain PAs or learner helpers and such that are coming and helping out, don't sit up here and be mad because they're associating or talking with the regular associates. How you gonna sit here and be mad about that shit? Like, and wouldn't you want the regular employees to have a good relationship with the PAs, or, you know, those that, you know, make sure the shit is running smoothly and shit like that? Wouldn't you want us to have that, you know, that kind of good relationship where we get, you know, we can talk and all that, and, you know, there wouldn't be no intimidation or feeling some type of way? Like, why would you want to separate shit? Why does it have to be the employees over here only hang with the talk to or associate with the regular associates, and then the PAs and leads, they all have to be over here? Why does shit gotta be separate? We're all a fucking team here. We're all supposed to be making the shit happen. So why is it gotta be separate? That's what I don't understand. And what I also don't understand is the breaks. We get 30 minutes of break. 2 30-minute breaks. We get 10:15 break, and then we get the 2 o'clock break. 10:15 is like lunch break. I don't know why it's that early. I feel like it should be 12, but it is what it is. I just make a way around it. I eat my lunch around 2 o'clock. Plain and simple. I eat it around 2 o'clock. 10:15 break, I'll have like something from food truck or some shit like that. But for the most part, I eat my shit 2 o'clock. We get 30 minutes of those 2 breaks. The 10:15 break, you have to clock out because that's an unpaid break. 2 o'clock is a paid break. I don't give a fuck. They be like, oh, you have to go to this and this. I don't give a fuck. It's 30 minutes break. It takes us 2 to 3 minutes to get to the main break room where all of our foods and shit is over there. And not to mention the clock out area. There's only 1 clock out area, and it's all at the front. Nothing in the back, nothing in the middle of the floor. It's just all like in the front. So you know what that means? We all have to walk all the way back over there, which takes usually 2 to 3 minutes. They expect us to leave right at 10:15 for the 10:15 break, even though we gotta clock out. In the 2 o'clock break, they want us to leave right at 2 o'clock. My thing about the 10:15 break especially is we gotta clock out. And y'all expect us to be right back there by 10:45.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But yet, y'all aren't releasing us until 10:15, which means we end up clocking out like 3 or 4 minutes later than our normal clock out time. And then we can't clock back in until that 30 minutes is up. But yet y'all want us to be back at 45. Fuck you. If you release me at 10:15, I'm going to. If you release me right at 10:15 and I end up clocking out like around like 10:17, 10:18, because it takes like 2-3 minutes to walk to the front area, whether it's speed walking or slow walking, it still takes 2 to 3 minutes. Then guess what? If I clock out at 10:17, I will be back at 10:47. If I clock out at 10:18, I will be back at 10:48. And it is what it is. 2 minutes later than what y'all expected. And I don't want to get no. They try to keep me shit about it, but I'm like, hey, y'all the ones that released me and said I couldn't go until 10:15. So I mean, it is what it is. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what the fuck? How y'all gonna release? Y'all gonna require us to leave right at that time, but then get pissed off when we get back like 3 minutes later, because that's when we're supposed to clock in. Like, come on now, bro. Stop that shit. Hold on a second.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay, go.
I couldn't just let that shit happen, y'all. Look out for people, y'all. Look out for people. I'm basically saying that, yeah, they wanna try to apply for shit, and they're like new to Amazon altogether. Like, how you gonna do that shit and you don't even know shit yourself? Like, learning ambassadors be trying to do that shit. There's learning ambassadors, they don't even know half of like the things to be doing in inbound. Like, why did I come across 2 learning ambassadors that was supposed to be Avery and I'm diverting, and they're the ones asking me, hey, how do you scan this, or how do you do that? And I'm looking like, aren't you guys learning ambassadors? Aren't you guys the ones that are teaching the new hires how to do the shit? But yet you don't know how to, like, that shit's alarming. When that shit happens, that's alarming, and that's not a good look. That's not a good look at all. So it's like, you know, take some time, learn the shit. Damn, this shit is good as well. When it comes to PAs, I don't feel like everybody should be a PA. I don't feel like everybody should be a manager, because of the simple fact that some, not all, but some don't have the best intentions. They don't have the right intentions of doing it. They're not doing it to, yeah, they're doing it to level up, but they're mainly doing it for like on some power shit. Oh, I got a little power. Oh, I can tell people what to do, what they can't do. Oh, I'm above you type shit. Like, bro, you're supposed to be. I hate that shit. and how quickly motherfuckers forget. You was in the same position as me when you got hired. Or 9 out of 10, you were right there with me when you walked in the same door as me the same time too. And you were just like me. Whether you coming from another Amazon or you knew all together, bro, you ain't no motherfucker better than me. Like, come on now. It's just like, get off that power strike shit. Like, it just be little shit that they be trying to boss you around about. And it's like, come on now. Come on now. It's like, for instance, there's a PA that's like 18 years old. He's like younger than me. Over here trying to be on some power shit. Like, oh yeah, I'm the boss and I'm this and that. I run this. Da, 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 da. I heard him talking that shit one day, and I'm looking at him like, motherfucker, stay at a child's place. Like, stay at a child's place. It's just as bad as those with the vest and shit like that, with the name, with the certain title or some shit. They stay walking around with their motherfucking vests trying to be nosy and shit. It's like, okay, you got a vest. I got a vest too. I got like an orange vest for like when I'm water spidering. Everybody has a vest, whether it's, you know, with a title or not. Anybody can wear a fucking vest. Whether it's orange or like light green. A vest is a vest. Shit, motherfuckers can go buy a vest at a store. Like, oh my god, this shit is so fucking funny, man. It's really funny because it's like motherfuckers really think they're all that in the third. It's like, bro, you're not. I don't know. People just take the shit too serious. It's a fucking job. It be feeling like high school sometimes. It be feeling like high school sometimes. It really does. Like, you know, with the vest, because it's like, you know, the vest folks, as they might call themselves, the vest folks and shit like that, or the higher ups or whatever. It almost be like high school with the varsity jackets. Like, if you had a varsity jacket, you know, coming from the football team or some shit like that. Oh yeah. Or, you know, cheerleading outfit or some shit. Oh, you know, you was up there and shit like that. It's like, bro, this is fucking work. We all here to get a fucking paycheck. Relax. Relax. And then it's like when they be walking by, we're like, hey. I'll be sitting there saying that shit out loud. They be like, who said that shit? I'll be sitting up here like, eh. I really don't give a fuck, bro. Working at Amazon has its ups and has its downs. You know, the only thing that's good about it is, you know, the hours, you know, the people, or some people I should say, because there's a whole like table that I sit with, well, I used to sit with, but some bullshit happened. I got a story time for that after this video, so y'all stay tuned for that, because when I tell you you should get comfortable at your job, you should get comfortable at your job. I didn't get comfortable, but I mean, other motherfuckers got comfortable when shit didn't go well, and I ended up taking the brunt for that shit, and I didn't even do nothing. Anybody who has plans with working with Amazon, just know you're gonna be on your feet. You're gonna be on your feet, and they're gonna offer you guys. Well, you gotta go online to this online site called Zappos and order these shoes with the hard ends and stuff like that. No matter what size, there are certain work shoes there that you would have to order. That is required. You can get away with the little hard objectless names that they put on your shoes only for so long until they say, hey, you're gonna need to get these Apple shoes and you're gonna need to get them soon. I got mine before I even came. You know, all that shit was done before. That, and when you get there, they're gonna also have you get gloves. And oh wait, before I move on, the shoes get insoles. I think Dr. something insoles. Go to the store, get them. Do not wear those shoes without any insoles. You're going to be on your feet for 10 hours. You need to protect your foot. I'm telling you, those 10 hours on your feet are going to hurt. Like the first 2 weeks, I was going through hell because I didn't have any insoles in them. Get insoles and break them shits down so that you're comfortable and shit like that. Have you some insoles in them work shoes, please, y'all. Please. They're also going to give you a box cutter. They're also going to give you a vest because you're going to need a vest when you're water spidering. It's something, you know, if you just, you know, working on for a little bit and shit like that. Some motherfuckers are just on some temp shit and just working temporarily for the holidays. This is supposed to be our peak season. But our peak season has kind of not been really much of a peak season because I hear that this is the time where you're going to get a lot of mandatory and stuff like that. But we honestly haven't, because I believe we're one of those Amazon warehouses where it's like all we're doing is just bringing the shit in and bringing the shit out. I don't think we're like, because I feel like it's different at every Amazon, and I think we're just one of those to where like the peak seasons it just doesn't really affect us. I think when they kind of like develop more and more at my warehouse, because my warehouse, they just opened. They literally just opened like almost 2 months ago. So, there's like the front half and the back half that's still like a little clear, and then you got the middle that's got one side outbound and another side inbound. So it's still got a little bit of developing to go. Y'all comment down below and let me know, or ask me a little bit of questions. That if I can answer them, I can. If I can't, then I can't. If you're planning on working at Amazon, like what other days to expect or something like that, I can try to answer them at the best of my abilities. Like I said, I've only been working here for a month, so I'm still learning myself. So if I can answer the question, I can answer it. If I can't, I would just recommend you go to your HR and ask these questions with your HR too. Comment down below if you guys want to hear like more like work chronicles and stuff like that. I got story time after this one about some stupid shit, because you're gonna get some drama at work. Or I feel like that's any job. You're gonna get some fucking drama with your coworkers at any job. Even if you're trying to avoid the shit, 9 out of 10 you gonna get caught in the shit. It sucks, but that's just how it's been. On that note, I'm going. What I need y'all to do is I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for notification for the bangers, and I shall see y'all in the next one. And comment down below if y'all want to see more or what other mukbangs y'all want to see me try, because this shit was good as fuck. Let me get one more sip before I get out of here. Ooh, I got break. Woo! But that shit's good as fuck. Alright, I'm out of here, y'all. Loud King all day.